Yo, welcome to TeamViza TV interview series. I am your host, IPW. I want to take this time to thank all my sponsors for making this project possible. Big respect to Amiri Clothing, Lala Closet, the Royal Family Vision of Companies, Hakim Graphic Designs, Inner Sandoms Entertainment, and Shimelicious Pizza. Now we have a guest on Saturday night, come all the way from Library to be exact, right? As we just said, right? With no further ado, straight out of the Boom Champion Station 94.1. Let's welcome to TeamViza interview series season 2. Randy Hamilton, also known as Phantom the Energy God.
Friends for real. This is how we feel. Yo, call England. You know, sometimes pagans Sherman try to fight get to youth. Just feel like we have something to prove to them. See there? I will leave a door and I'm not open. But me give thanks to who closed them. Because I want to try harder. You just say I want to try harder.
Receive my brother.
Good things always going on, you know. Once we are life, health, and strength.
You see, now we talking about. And the reason why I say that, some people want to come and say the volume low. Like how you speak loud. So you're representing all the MCs across the world.
Of course, the energy
Right.
God.
Phantom, the COVID treating my brother.
Well, COVID set on a serious, tough and rough atmosphere. But nevertheless, I'm not allowing the COVID or this pandemic to break my spirit. You know, throw me off course now.
Right.
So basically, I just dealing with it for what it is. It's here, and we just had to
Deal with it.
day by day and just deal with it the right way.
Right.
Know what I mean? Do the right things too.
Phantom, that's so many things I want to ask you right now. I've been really saying.
Yeah.
We have a history.
Of course.
So all who viewing this, me and this gentleman here, we have a history, so there's no come thing. Right? Phantom, you want to go in. You come up. Let's talk about the place that you originally come from and that you represent.
Right.
School this you went, you know what I mean?
Alright. Well, I attended Library C. From Library C to Point Fortin Junior Secondary and then to Faisalabad Composite. I never finished school. Alright. I was banned from all my classes because I'm here. You know, I was told that I have to cut my hair and I had plaits at that point in time in my life, and I find my hair had nothing to do with my education, you know. And around that time I was real strong-minded too, So when they told me that I need to cut my hair or else I wouldn't be able to attend classes, I decided me cutting my hair. So I was banned from all my classes.
So you used to do?
Just basically gamble and just drug deals.
So right, so you only covered the whole day then, basically.
Whole day.
How serious I think is with the year, man?
Well, I think it was just a personal vendetta with a particular teacher and myself. But nevertheless, it never break me because look, it's Phantom today, right?
It's Phantom today.
Yeah, man.
But before we go in further, the other short career has had my brother.
Of course, man. Big up to the number one wine in the world, career song.
Facts, I tell you, facts. Yeah. Don't take a sip, man. Right? So, you're in school, you're here alone, they went in certain classes, you went in no classes. So you're on the corridor, right? Sure.
Right, sure. TTV and balancing myself.
So you was an individual now. How you deal with the situation? Forget the gambling and the games and whatever.
Well, at that point in time in my life, I was just real dokey and unruly too, so I never pondered on it too much, right? So it is what it is. My parents wasn't aware of this though.
Man.
But to catch my free maxi, go to school, and I hustling every day. You know? So that is just what it is.
Phantom, as I mentioned earlier on, right? I'm familiar with you.
Most definitely.
What is taking these school days? Because we have plenty to talk in the school. But they come out of these school days. What was Randy Hamilton's motive after school is? Where was that about?
Well, from during Form 4 and 5, you know, I fell in love with music and I was doing rapping, which you would know. You know what I mean?
You really don't know where we're at.
Yeah,
I had that way down the road here.
That way it is. That way it is. Around that time in my life, that's what I was doing, you know what I mean? And you was also being a part of that era, that realm, you know, we definitely know what I'm speaking about. But from school, also being a rapper, I went straight into promotions. You understand? Promoting events and stuff like that. And that is something that I fell in love with. That I had a serious, different kind of energy and love for promotions. Up to this day, you understand? Promotion is my thing.
Right.
You know? So yeah.
When you talk about some of your early promotion that you was involved in.
And my first ever event, I'll never forget it because it's one that stick behind my head because it was real pressure. It was an event called Heat. It was started to keep at the Library basketball court. This was around the time when local reggae was at its peak now. With all the Prophet Benjamin, the Sasha, the Malanasha, the Million Voice. You know, and there was a certain individual around that time who had a good connection with these artists. His name was Fresh. Rest in peace to the G Unit boss. Fresh. Right? And so rest in peace.
Oh, that is, okay, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So reach out to this individual to get some assistance with some artists and stuff. And how this show even come about is because being a rapper with Reckless Boys Group, right? We went to an interview with a magazine company. And while waiting there for the interview and interacting with the CEO and the vice president of the magazine, they started to like feel my energy now and they extend courtesy to make me be a part of the magazine. And by doing so, they decided, listen, Lucky, because Lucky was in back there, you understand? For those who don't know, before Phantom was Lucky.
I'm like you reading up here,
Yeah, so it was like, Lucky, we want to do this party down on your ends. Library, what is he saying? I know nothing about promotions. To have an idea how to start to do promotions, you know, but I accept the challenge because you know me back then, that is me. Every opportunity is an opportunity. You understand? We don't. I didn't really care about how the outcome was. I like to try and fail and to fail to try. You dig? So, the Lemon Nobel started put together this show. At that time, I went to Rick Davis, right, to get some little ideas as to country bookie, how to go about doing certain things because I mean, and I'm familiar with it now, right? And I get 1 or 2 pointers here and there. And I proceeded to do the show. With no funds because these is the people who handling the show, which is the owners of the magazine. While promoting the event, the magazine come and crash. That are falling out.
What's the name of this magazine?
Step it on in the archives here.
Oh gosh, you're on TeamViza TV.
Don't show yourself if you can remember. 100% sure that I ain't going to remember that name.
No, well, for
real. But that are falling out, right? The owners and the split up and crash. And I was here left with this event that I already started to plan and promote and execute. And now I have to do this on my own because they just chop the ball and leave.
So them gone. So you in the woods by yourself.
And the woods by myself.
There's where now you're gonna see the true Randy Hamilton.
But I know woods by I know cat in the woods and lion in the woods, you understand? So it ain't no giving up there for me because I done in it. So I reached out to my mom's. My mom's was working on Atlantic LNG at the time. You know, and she decided, well, why? I will support you and I will rock with you in this initiative. And I mean, they got Mommy Jamal same way. And we went on to keep on promoting the show. I did all the important things that I need to do, pay the police, get all the requirements pertaining to the license and stuff. And then boom, event day. We reach the event day, you know.
Did this show became a success?
Nah, the show never even himself happen.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my book here. All book close. So the showing up.
Yeah. When I mean it didn't happen. We reach event day. Right?
The day of the party.
The party. Gates open, stage set up, music there, everything. First DJ done started play. And rains fall from.
DJ playing already?
DJ playing already. Rainfall, the party open 9 o'clock. Rainfall from 10 o'clock. Straight to 6 o'clock in the morning. And this is what no drizzle rain. I'm talking about
white rain.
White rain, but I'm talking about like storm. them time Caribbean start coming in box.
Box crate business.
Everything wet up in the bar. Because we on the basketball court. So you know with that pouring rain, everything just wet. We can't even put back the cold drinks in the box and them.
Just so. Promotion wise, the leaving it was by yourself.
Yeah.
You turn to mommy for assistant. She assists you, right?
She assists me with the
They are the event. DJ play. Rain start pour.
Yeah.
Box drinks get wet.
Everything get wet. Music system wet. I get the music system from Eruption Songs right here in vicinity.
Did anybody show up to that event? Because I should just say,
yeah,
we're just doing some cricket.
Well, it had a lot of people outside before the rain falling, waiting to come in.
Right.
So I don't start to check my money already. I don't see the crowd. You understand? Them time the number one security is Ainsley. You understand? Big up yourself, batch.
Police
We don't check it with dollars already. And when that rain bust down, who run by Scotty Pala, who run across by Blue, who just running for shelter because you know the basketball court and no shelter, you know.
No.
And the rain never stop fall. Real talk. It himself ease up for a man to come back and take a peep. It never stop fall.
I think to make you cry, boy.
But it's cry, we think to make you cry. But I sit down on that basketball court on the beaches and snap running out my nose. real tears. Because I ain't pay system man yet. I ain't pay lights man yet. I ain't pay this one, I ain't pay that one.
No, it might sound fun, you know, it's not a laughing thing, but
no, it's real thing I telling you.
It's how you bring it across that way, brother.
How I bring it across is real, it happened.
But you was lucky by them days, boy.
I was bad lucky, I forget to be bad in front of my name.
We represented bad tonight, you know, big up bad clothing.
I mean, big
one
up
time.
bad clothing, man.
Came out big up yourself, you don't know.
Enough respect.
You know what I mean? Lucky boy, way boy, brother, boy.
So it go.
So where the team was, okay, when I'm in the team, you were class boys, you support, you know, because you're still carrying him lucky.
Yeah, but that time, the brothers really wasn't into that promotion thing, you know. You know what I mean?
Lucky, I tell you. I don't know how long it is so good.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you. When I tell you the best friend in the world is now in that statement, you know, we don't overboard, son. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Nah, for real.
Hard wine to the world.
Well, hard wine, don't you know hard wine? What is hard wine? Don't hard wine, melt out and take it. It is some good
boy. It's far like a drink away now, man. That is what you get for.
Right. Phantom, I have a thing line up here for you. Understand?
Oh, man.
Alright, so that first party that you held, right? Failure. Forget that. When you really boast mommy, boy?
Mommy still waiting, boy. Hey, mommy.
Mommy still waiting.
Hey, mommy.
Mommy still waiting.
Hey, mommy.
Right. So after that, did you give up?
Nah, giving up was never an option. What
Wow.
happened after that is, I remember staying inside for about 2 weeks straight. I ain't coming out. I ain't coming out at all because there's all kind of people calling my phone.
Oh, you come here to do me, man.
No, I'm telling you.
When me staying 2 weeks.
2 weeks inside. Them time I hibernating and I just studying, but what's the next move for me? Because remember, been calling on my phone too. I want money.
Oh, so it's owing.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, I deal with the things that I had to deal with up front. Like, you know, you can't keep the packet up in the police.
Right.
So that is my mom's giving me the money to handle all these things. But I thought man could always talk too. So you know I man know set up your music, don't worry.
Yeah.
You're safe. You understand?
Yeah.
Artists only come through, no down payment, only safe.
Which one the artists you invited us in for?
It was a big lineup. It was Ziggy Rankin, Daniel Bless, Prophet,
I start shouting on the bed?
nah. I don't think I saw show.
But these artists show up to the event?
Yeah, they're reaching a car.
So what are they gonna pay?
They ain't gotta pay. When them come and see what is he seeing, them make a U-turn and then they say why so it go by lucky boy. Next time go be better. Go link up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So
And that show in Live.
Club Live.
Club Live.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was the same name at the time.
Yeah, but Sting or something.
Sting,
sometime.
right,
Sting.
Sting was in it. You know, and they just went up Sting, and after that event I just started thinking about what's the next move, and that is when now I came up with the idea. I remember going to perform for a guy by the name of Nealon, sorry. Streetwise songs. Streetwise is the people who enter the car show business and things. Right, so I call Nealon now and he is like, Lucky, I'm in the country right now, but what is he seeing us?
Lucky, after that first incident, you still allow them to call you Lucky, boy?
Yeah, well, you see, that was my name. You understand?
But the bad wasn't in front of you.
Well, some people started paying the bad and don't feel like it. Because it started to feel like Bad Lucky for real. It is what it is, you know? Who say Lucky, who say Bad Lucky, I still answer.
You still answer?
Yeah.
Street vibes call you.
You know, so you're reasoning on him no well. And in a jam and I want to put together a car show. And he was like, no problem, because he did all my favor. Right? He was like, just set up the venue, organize, and he will get the cars and things to come down. Them time, you know, Reckless Boys, we pumping hard. So I decided, well, we do a track called Riding 24s. Right? And I decided, well, yeah, what? We could get some cars to come down with some 24s and things, and we could probably incorporate a music video one time.
Best that cars I've ever seen, but you know what I mean? That time in there.
And also, them time in, I'm moving with my top G2, Giselle Salandi, may she so rest in peace, you know, I already did Giselle. And I had Giselle pass through the car show with all she belts and thing. You know, so it was a whole nice Carluna boy car show, Giselle, music video. And boy, again, I have no funds to do this event. So
still?
Yeah. No funds.
So how listen. Let back up and let's say.
Right.
So how it is you going about coming up with events and not having the funds for it?
And now tell you I could talk.
As you faith you had in yourself?
Yeah. I could talk. I could sell sand to the beach. Serious talk, I could talk. So I went and looked for 2 investors.
Right.
And I had my plan. I showed them the vision. But I just let them deal with all the upfront expenses and I go the ones in the back.
You taking that chance?
No, it's not. At the face reality, I have no money.
Right.
But I have people I need to pay. And one thing about promotion is, when you're bossing a party, your idea is always to keep a next party to make money to clear off that whole bill.
Right.
But it does never take into consideration if that one boss too. Being real. You know? Because you could drown yourself in debt. By trying to keep going back and going back and going back. And then see it is just a deep up on you making for yourself in debt now. You know, but unfortunately this wasn't the case with this event. You know, the 2 investors I went to was a guy by the name of Rasta Kai and Ladders. May his soul rest in peace. I find everybody are bigging up the past and gone, but you know,
Ladders still living on, don't worry.
Yeah, Ladders is a man play a major role in the community at Library. And for those who know who Ladders was a real sweetheart guy. He's a man who would try his best to do anything to help anybody he can.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And we had a meeting in Ladders Bar, was the village pub. You know, and we sat down there and I let them know, listen, this event can work. Right? I need you to pay for police thing. I need you to pay for 10 thing. I go pay all the DJs. The things I can pay after. You know, and they also understand well, you know, my funds was not there and things, so it was okay. But event day now, same venue, basketball court. I'm going by top of people this time. Rain and falling.
Hot sun.
Yeah, vibes.
When they get you.
People like sun.
Did you count your money before the cup?
But I always count my money, boy. From the time I see the people started Ghana, I started check. But this crowd look like a little 1,000, a little 2,000, you know?
Right.
Because you want to cover them expenses, you know? That was the first ever car show that came to the library. You know, a lot of things I did.
That was the only car show come to the library?
Yeah, the only gas show I'm
Yeah, only, yeah.
You know, and this is what I was saying too. Being a promoter is a man create a lot of, how do you say it? I'm a person to do a lot of first things now. Like first ever car show. Certain artists that I bring to library. First man to ever do it.
Right.
I the person who doing Bravo no library. Looks like, yeah, doing Bravo, yeah.
So you bring him to library then?
Bring him to library for Auntie Giselle Children's show, but you know, could touch on that a little bit too.
Right.
But to stick with the car show, the event was a huge success. Huge success. We ram out the venue, front to back. The door was so busy, down to the police and all was stealing money from the door. Collecting money and not giving away it. You know what I mean? It had such a big flow of people just coming in, paying. It was no big money to come in too, it was a little $40 or $50 to come in. You know, and after that event when we started doing checkup, profits were performance. And what that event did for me was just like open my capacity towards thinking and planning more events, because after doing an event and seeing profits like that, it just motivated to do more now, influence you to do more, to work harder, to push towards more events, and that is exactly what I did. You know?
You know, that same part you're speaking about, you know, myself and the others was in Debbie had a place on the junction. Yes. A place.
Yeah.
You know, all of us was in there doing makeup, right?
Yes.
Because we had a
video shoot. Yeah.
Lucky. What going on this video shoot?
Well, but I never even get a music video up to this day.
That question's behind this. Right. Yeah, that's how I say.
Up to this day.
What on this video? What on this music video? Look? What on this video?
Hell, my love.
Because you come on and said Vex. I can't forget that because I was there. You come on and said Vex because you find them time you was the leader running Reckless Boys, basically.
Right.
The front man there.
Right.
And when they come now, scenes was done being shoot already.
Right.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
You can't remember.
I can remember.
I had to remind you.
I can remember.
And when they come on the set, it's like, who set this off?
Yeah.
I not here. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was pissed off. But
amongst other things.
I don't know about the other things.
Yeah.
And about you come on the set, you see video shooting, and he wasn't there.
Right.
And he was upset about it.
Right.
You understand? I don't know if it was a financial situation. Why this video wasn't released?
Honestly, it wasn't to do nothing financially. The guy who was responsible for seeing about the video had someone else do the editing. And something with this person that just never manifested into final production. I kept calling time after months into years. And because, I mean, that was my second music video, and I would have liked to see the end production, because I believe we all into it.
Yeah, you
know?
did.
And even if to this day, if I can just get the opportunity to see what that end product was, I would love to.
Yo, good. I bring it from the team.
Right.
I don't totally basket.
Right.
Why you come on this set, Vex?
Honestly, I done a lot piling up to that music video, and maybe you were not aware of it, or maybe you are aware and just choose to not.
We have a conversation.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm saying, so maybe you was aware, but choose not to shed light on it. But at that time, I felt as though I was actually wasting my time behind the group there. You know what I mean? I believe in protocol. You understand? Protocol is very important. Chain of command is very important. So it's like, if you're working on a job site, you can't want to go and do what you want to do.
Right.
You understand? Is your supervisor might get a message and you go plan it down to your foreman, and your foreman go, okay, they work, you understand? Yeah. If you choose to just do what you want to do, you might become a hazard. You could do something that you're not supposed to do, you're not even aware, and then cause everybody to be in problems. You know what I mean? So, a lot of pulling and tugging was happening with Reckless Boys at that point in time. And for me, I just wasn't feeling the energy. I felt as though like I could just be an independent artist and put all my energy and focus on myself.
So that was the last show basically?
Yeah, well, after that, the
crumbled.
group crumbled. So as I tell you, it was a build-up. It was really a build-up now.
Right.
You know, because behind closed doors, certain people would say certain things and, you know, talk will come back. And that's how it is work.
Yeah.
But for me, and you could share a different light to this, but I was really the person to make it happen.
Yeah.
Whether it be performance, whether it be anything, I would be the person to go out there and push on. And I felt as though like there was no thanks now.
Right.
Because after doing all the hard work to see a group of brothers try to just make it to the next level, it will still have this one vex. Or
You
this
think
one
that's
fight
somebody
like
behind
this.
that?
Well, it wasn't my job or duty to point fingers. Because hear what I'm saying. If you are wrong a bedroom who you find saying something about me that you know is not supposed to be said, it's your duty to pull up that brother. If you allow that brother to tell you that story, then you fall in that same category as that brother.
Right.
You think what I'm saying? You have the ability and the opportunity to cut the negativity off before it even reach back to me. You think? So too much of negativity was just bouncing around the place, and it just wasn't a circle I would have loved to be in anymore.
Because you was the person who really bring the whole rap and hip hop culture to Southern.
Yeah, yes, most
Because
definitely.
Reckless Boys was the biggest thing in Southern time in.
Most definitely.
Alright,
Big up to
Anthony.
all the other South rappers as well too.
Yeah,
Was the thing at the time.
And Reckless Boys had hit songs like Riding 24s, Make It, Bring the Pain,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Take him back there.
You know what I mean? You understand? Men like Ace and 70, you know what I mean?
70 family.
Them fellas and them
Starstruck.
Starstruck, Slim, Keen, Utmost, Troublesome back then.
Troublesome.
You understand? So, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You understand what I see? Right? And as I mentioned earlier on, there was a music video before that. The same video where Caribbean Sanity them up aside.
Nah.
Wasn't that one?
That one was the one in Lambury.
When the Caribbean episode
They
was,
wanna take it.
When the Caribbean episode was fail line. I would tell you that in your face, that was fail line. Though.
So you
That
go.
was fail line.
But
Because here,
yeah.
we drinking Korea's hard wine.
Right.
And it's the real thing.
Right.
Up there,
So we hold it back.
forget that.
When people so much time take that time was failure, all them time to be playing, wait till I come in the podcast.
Go up there, in the music video up there.
Yeah. But what I'm saying
You know, really
is,
can't show on us.
yeah.
And after the show, I got a phone call to go a music video. I think it was Maloney or something.
Yeah, we went, I remember the video, guys.
Right.
We went to the big house and
Big
thing.
house
And
and
we have the
thing.
big jerseys, them time big jerseys in style.
Right.
We small and the jersey long.
Were you aware the drinks wasn't official up there? Like real drinks?
I mean, it wasn't official.
Wasn't official? Like for instance, we drinking this year.
Right.
When they sip it in your cup, it
Right.
wasn't what it is in the bottle. They
Right.
make the color scheme look like this, whatever the case.
Nah, it wasn't that way.
It's not way
I
at
was
all.
not drinker back then.
That's why I say
Yeah.
that's not way of it.
So them time we drinking and do.
I read people had a problem with it, that's them telling you nothing. But as I say, fandom coming on this set, certain questions go to ask.
Yeah, no
You
problem.
understand what I'm saying? So alright, so moving away from that, right? Let me speak about the Joseph Landy children's show.
Well,
After
as I
your
say,
success with the
with the car show, you
car
know,
show.
it keep motivating me to keep going on, and then the passing of my best friend Joseph Salandi in the year 2009, January 4th. I was just motivated to do something in her memory, right? And again, the first person to bring a children's show to library, you know.
Again.
A real first.
After the car show,
You know?
children's show.
So, it was all about the Auntie Giselle children's show. I reached out to Doing Bravo, and Doing Bravo was just blown away about the idea, and he was like, Phantom, don't worry. What you need me to help with? And I had carded this Jamaican young sensation at the time, QQ. What you
Yeah.
gonna do? What you gonna do?
Do
Stucky.
Stucky, yeah.
Then the youths them crazy on that track. And I reached out to Stucky, QQ management, and they told us the price for him was 6,000 US at the time.
Yes.
Yeah, US. So Doing Bravo was like, yo bro, don't listen. I'm going to contact my financial department, whatever, and we would pay $3,000 US for you. The man called me back in 5 minutes. He was like, the money set.
You see why they used to call this guy lucky?
You know, and doing he would always check up, make sure that how things coming along with the show, how things going, and we still end up in a little difficulties where we still didn't bring QQ.
Okay.
You know, and that money just
Gone. Or from his pocket.
Well, the sponsor is sponsor, you know what I mean?
He just still came through for the show, even though
Of
money
course. I remember calling, he was like, lucky I reached Gulf City. I don't know where I'm going. I said, don't worry, just drive.
Drive.
Just drive. You'll get it right now. He came in a white van. Never forget this. Came in a white van. And how ironic. On one of your interviews, you know, you had a guest here, Biggie. And he spoke about this very sad moment where I brought the same children's show.
Yeah.
And this is when Dwayne Bravo came down. And when he came and saw how much kids and how much people, first time ever come into the library. First time.
Right.
You know? And he just seeing this vibe, he was blown away.
He was here about the KMC. With the
I had
7,200.
KMC there.
Yeah.
I had this guy, Stabby work. Stabby. I had Positive from Tobago. I had a nice line, a nice cast line up.
You want to go, right? I want to go in your mind a little, right? What was the drive for Lucky for this whole promotion thing? What was the drive? What make you want to do something for library?
Well, libraries were born and growing.
Right.
And I, as an individual living in the community, would know what I thought the community was missing, and it was entertainment. And sometimes too, when entertainment come to the community, is not for a wide scale. Ages not like sometimes big feds come in, youths can't go that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I just wanted to be the promoter who can make a difference. So you have the kids who getting what they want, you have the middle-aged youths who getting what they want, then you have the grown folks who can still take a Joey Lewis, still take a back in time something, you know what I mean? And that was just my aim, but my biggest drive was the money.
Money.
The money.
You and Biggie's really friend, boy.
Nah, the money.
Because I love money.
Real recognize real. You can't talk to the go straight.
Okay, Mark says, right? You ever think about going into politics? You reason why I ask that, as a councillor to represent your district library. So you have this venom behind you, and the people just give this support. You think about going into politics?
Nah.
Why?
Again, now you're bringing up something more recent, because I would have to answer that with my recent state of mind. The way I think now.
Right.
The way I think now is not what I want to do. I know why this function.
Okay.
It's what I'm supposed to do.
Oh.
You
Now what you
understand?
want to do.
Yeah.
You're
What I'm supposed to do.
Right? Because, okay, so back then, if that idea come to your mind, would you think about representing library as a councillor?
If the opportunity was there back then, that is my drive.
Right.
I never backed down from nothing.
The reason why I bring it up tonight? The reason why I bring it up tonight?
No?
Because somebody go watch the interview.
Right.
And I say, oh, that's a good idea. And pressure you now, boy.
I can't pressure me.
Pressure you.
No, I can't
Because
pressure.
library needs somebody like this because you're young. You're young.
Yeah. But I can't pressure me.
So I say, you're young.
Right.
You had the ambition.
Right.
You're going with the drive.
Right.
The people in library love Randy Hamilton.
Right.
The son of Miss Jeremiah. Understand where I'm coming from? You understand what I say? I'll begin to say, we tired of them dinosaurs on them. Then dinosaurs, we tired of them dinosaurs on them. You understand what I say? So you go fit nice in that position. I be real with you.
Well, again, if that is the will of the Father,
Right.
and it should be so, there's nothing I can do to turn that clock that way.
Right.
If that is where He would like me to go and apply and deal with the youths,
Right.
then so be it.
Right.
I can't run from that.
You know something you're going to pursue to look into whatever the case.
Again, my way of thinking now is different. You understand?
What's the way you're thinking right now?
You sure you want to go into this now?
Well, I want to get a little sneak peek now, so I can have an idea if you want to comment later now. Boy.
Well,
Because you keep saying there's no way you're thinking now.
yeah, and again, there's a time and place for everything, and I say that because every human being was born with a gift, with a purpose. You understand? God sent every human being on this earth to play a part within society. But not everybody are aware of what role they have to play. Some people unlock their gift faster than some. Some live the whole life and still don't unlock the gift and die. You will live your whole life and nobody will know who you are. Only for your tombstone that they put on your grave to tell what day you was born and what day you leave the earth. So it's very important to live your life and live your life knowing what your true purpose is. You understand?
Randy Hamilton.
Next council I collaborate.
Anyhow, if that council I think happened to come about, let's know for a fact it come from TeamViza TV.
I ain't gonna get any votes.
What? Now you're getting votes. You get any votes. You get any votes. But back to the statement we just said or something like that. Do you know what your gift is right now?
Yeah,
You want to share with us?
of course. I can't hide my gift. I can't hide my purpose. I feel like I'm robbing God. Yeah.
Just now, hold up on that. We'll speak about your friend, the late Jesus. So that gift talk, I will definitely close it. Let's speak about the late Giselle Salandi. The relationship with you and Giselle was like, we all in a relationship.
No, we wanna. A lot of people think so.
Lucky. That's the reason why I bring it up.
Yeah.
The smoke on your face, I just get them.
Nah, you ain't gonna smoke. I be
Yeah,
real.
that's good.
At the end of the day, this is TeamViza TV. We here to be real.
Were you in a relationship with
I
Giselle?
tell you, no, we were not.
Right.
Never even kissed Giselle.
But you know she smell like though.
Of course, we sleep plenty times together.
I think very exclusive way to say it.
We sleep on the same bed.
Oh, that way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But and kiss Never.
I want to make it clear now. Yeah, someone said, so your relationship with you and Giselle Salandi was like brothers, sisters, home boy, home girl.
It was beyond that. It was a relationship that I never experienced in my life before. It was surpassed a relationship. But just not doing the things of a relationship.
Man.
You know, Giselle Salandi was, still is, and will always be my everything. Because she played a major part back then, she played a part now, and she will always continue to play a part. That's like my guardian angel guiding me along the way, you know. Yeah.
The reason why this year I bring it up, right? Because I know they had a relationship, you, Giselle, and Tima. Right? And I had Tima on set here, and we spoke about this, right? What was the final? What I personally wanted the final, right? The accident with Giselle, with Tima was it? Were you in this accident?
I was not in the accident, but I was there the night, so I'm fully aware as to everything that transpired.
Right.
So you want me to take it back to that night?
Well, give us your take. Yeah. Take us back to that.
Well, Tima was having a go-away party. And not, when I say team, I mean the national football team that was having this event in Morocco, St. Joseph. Because everybody was getting ready to go back out to college and stuff like that. And I told Giselle that we wouldn't be going to this event, right? And we also made mention to Tima that we're not attending this event. And Tima was well displeased about not going to the event. She was displeased about us not coming.
Right.
And after sitting down and really thinking about, we can't do shit that, we had to go, because the reason for not going is that Giselle was preparing herself for an upcoming fight, which she had also stayed dedicated to training, and the discipline was to be 100 now.
Right.
But Tima was the rider, so we didn't want to disappoint she at the same time. So what we decided to do, is to make her feel like we're not coming and behind the scenes plan to go. So I went down to Gulf City, I pick up a Just for Giselle. Yes, I took up Just for Giselle. And took it for her. And we rounds up with squad. So Tima already went to the event. She don't know we coming. So when we roll in, we don't like to really roll by ourselves. So I called some friends of mine from Sealots. You know, just that support, you know, because just that we moving with at the end of the day, we want to make sure that everything goes on that kind of way. So I end up going on the car that I had, I give it to Giselle to drive. And I end up taking the manager car, Boxer Pots, without him knowing. Right? So I just sneak out of the car. So we went, pick up who we had to pick up, and we head to the event. When we reach up by the party, 2 cars full. The surprise came and she was really happy to see that we show up. You understand? And when we show up at the event now, the event was vibes. Real vibes. We had a blast. After the event, I was highly intoxicated. So honestly, I couldn't drive. Right? So Giselle was like, hey, well, Randy can't drive. I want to make sure my dog reach home safe. Because we were staying at a hotel called the Alicia's Palace, right? On Lady Chancellor. And I was like, gee, I good girl thing. And I staggered in. She was like, nah. Hey. Somebody go in that car and drive that car for me, right? So I was in the front seat of the car. And we went down to Port of Spain. Because Giselle insists that she wanted to make sure I reach home safe. The guys stop out by KFC, and I drive from KFC to the Lady Chancellor. When we reach up to the hotel, me and Giselle park side by side on the road. So I was like, gee, come on now, girl. We go drop Natalie. Natalie was a PRO at the time. We go drop Natalie in the morning. And Giselle Woods to me was like, nah, I ain't sharing my bed tonight. You understand? I was like, gee, come on now. I done drunk, I done tired. She was like, boss, I just wanted to know that you good are coming back just now. I was like, okay. And she's that kind of person, she real strong-minded. When she says she's doing something, she's doing it. You could do what?
I guess you're them bells.
She's doing it, of course.
Yeah.
You understand?
You see back tonight, I'm coming at you.
I drive down and I try to remember how I met Mr. Boxer Potts car and park it back. Boxer Potts is just a promoter. You know, and I park up the car just the way I think that I met it now, right? And I just went and sleep. So I done drunk.
Look, we were drinking, eh?
Why I can't.
Korea's hard, right? Or wasn't Korea's hard?
No, I wasn't Korea's hard. I wasn't introduced to this yet. But I can't remember what I was having that night. It was different things too, right? And I remember who it is wake me up, boy. I would like to believe was one of Boxer Potts' family, boy. Yeah, I think. And I just remember somebody waking him up and Randy, get up. Giselle went up in an accident. I was like, what? You know?
Yeah, that's a good thing, yeah.
Giselle went up in an accident, and when that hit me, I fly up. I run up, me and brush my teeth, and pee in my eye. All kind of thing. I run up to the desk and I was like calling for a cab now because you could call for transport to take you down to the hill and they take me down to the Port of Spain General Hospital. And when I reached there, the place was just packed. Police, army, all the people that was in the party the night, all the national footballers, everybody was there. And I remember running into the hospital and police was like, I can't pass, whatever. I was making a scene. What? I then Boxer Potts, I was like, no. Let him pass, let he pass. You could stop anybody else. You say, let he pass. And I remember when he let me pass, they were running with Giselle on a stretcher. Pass straight and Tima. And I just, they in a maze.
Tima on a stretcher?
Giselle and
Giselle and
Ashocha.
Ashocha.
Just running down the corridor with them. You know. And I just, real can't comprehend what is really going on that way.
Yeah.
You know? And Placid, he's a boxer. Don't know if he's still boxing, but big up Placid. He's also a police officer. But you know, he hugged me and pulled me square and was like, oh, you know, everything will be okay. But she still had to make it, and we talking and thing, and it's only that moment when Boxer Potts came, he crying. He's like, Randy, he's like, what's wrong, babe? I was like, Giselle gone. I was like, what? Giselle gone. Why? Only thing he picked me up is ambulance, yes. And the only thing he picked me up. When I tell you, Giselle was my everything, you know, joke. I remember a week before that event, Giselle had just fight. Now about 2 weeks. She had a fight boxing night. And she beat the girl real bad. And we decided we were going to celebrate in Zen. And when we reached Zen, it's about 20 of us. She belt and thing, and we let them know, hey, Jesus, let you know when she finally come to celebrate. And security make a call. And the boss them say, send them in. Going to VIP, champagne, we saw Kessos up there. And some other artists, and we just having a time. Zen close off. Party done.
Still in the club.
We still in the club.
And
People sweeping, we still in the club.
Yeah,
When we exit the club, it's because it's not morning 8 o'clock. And the two owners, Chinese Laundry, was downstairs in his vehicle because they know Giselle there, right? And the next owner, the next shiny man, is Johnny Sung or whatever is his name. And that's some pit bulls. See, I give you details. That's some pit bulls and thing. And we walk downstairs and Chinese Laundry call over Giselle and I talk with her. And then we was like, hey, we ain't going home, you know. What we gonna do? We had the Maracas. Straight Maracas. Whole library team.
So from the club?
Straight Maracas.
Maracas.
Men like Shaka, Jerome, Justin, Karen Cadets.
You foreigner, eh?
In foreigner, a full team.
A full team.
Gone straight Maracas. Have a time, them girls them run in the beach with all the clothes, everything, things them take it off. First vibes nice.
Yeah.
We carry the boxer who just had fought that night and all too. You understand, to the line. Plastic. It was real vibes. Then we leaving. We going to buy some bacon shark, but you know Labby man.
Yeah.
Labby man letting the woman know, hey, Miss Lady, if you know that is catfish, let me know one time you pay me money for no catfish.
Yeah. What a shot.
She nah, bacon shark. We know it's Labby man, we know. You understand? We always need jetty, we always.
Yeah.
You understand? Catfish, yes. Starting your baddest, you know.
She want catfish?
We catfish still.
Yeah.
Shh. Don't make no scene. Don't make no scene. I'll give you back all your money. Just give you back your money. We eat that catfish still. You know what I mean? And then January 4th, lost my G. This was what it is. But something I would share on TeamViza TV. I don't think I ever shared this with in any interview. So consider yourself lucky. Some days before Giselle died, I was in the bathroom bathing. And when I came out of the bathroom, Giselle came and she was like, dog, I'm gonna tell you something. I was like, what? She was like, I'm gonna die. So I saw the course Giselle left, right and center. It's like, girl, what you talking about, girl? Come on, that time and dog you come around me with.
That's all. Like some days before she passed away?
Yeah.
Can you give me how much days before, like exactly?
I can't remember how much days. Coming out of the bathroom and she literally came to me and tell me, dog, I'm gonna die. I was like, what? So the course she and think she said, relax, man. My angels leave me. And I'm going to meet mommy. I never forget that. She came. I was on a seat, a chair. After I dropped my skin and thing, and she come and lie down, and man, she was like, "Let me go down the road."
This is a real life thing you're talking? Or a dream?
So man, I gave you real, and I gave you exclusive interview here. How much years after? 12 years after. I gave you facts.
Yes, it was in Memorial Day.
The 4th of January was, you know, but I gave you facts. Nobody can tell this story. I gave you a story that the media don't even have. You think? I alone know this. And I share it with 1 or 2 people who don't want to believe that it's them business. I tell you something. Yeah, Tim, I aware of this.
Right.
But again, it's my story.
Yeah.
Because I was the only person there. You understand? She sat there, she was like, let me go down there. We walk into Unitrust. And Giselle gave me a big ass check. I don't have to disclose what was the figures on the check. Right? And having the conversation, she was like, all I want you to do is just take care of my niece and my nephew. Right? I have yet to do such.
Right.
Because I'm just not in the position to do as yet. And that is just how life is. You understand? A lot of people keep looking at what is going on the outside but knows nothing about what's happening on the inside. A lot of people tend to judge the book by the cover. You dig? You know how much people will see a man doing a fet, see the party ram out, and calculating money before even knowing the facts of the event. They don't even know how much the event costs. But one time, they believe the promoter make money. So a man, hey, my money, my thing, my. No, he said the promoter was owing somebody genuinely. He borrowed 1,000 from me. And you come to this party and see in the crowd. You don't say right, he get you a shot and give him 1,000. Them time the man still in make $1. He's still owing. You can't believe that, you can't comprehend that because you see in the crowd. You don't ready to come wrong yet. When this man look at you now and tell you, you have to hold a little more straight, I ain't get you by dog, by me make no money, here you're saying. He's a liar. He's a dog. He go walk more again. Yeah. So a lot of people just judge a book by the cover without even knowing the facts. And my journey has been really challenging. But as long as I live and I achieve the things that I need to achieve, there is no harm that I wouldn't fulfill the one request from my everything. Hey.
Phantom, they wouldn't see this interview. But tell you something about TeamViza TV. Who in watching, who in feeling watching the watching.
Right.
They wouldn't see this interview knowing what it is your friend did 12 years ago. And come out here today speaking about this closed check that she gave you, and she gave you one.
Not people know about these things, no. But these people are supposed to know, no.
I'm just making sure because you know family never away. Oh, so that's what going on. So 12 years ago, she gave him a check.
Nah, them know that.
Disclose, might be how much, I don't know.
Them know that they fed up call about, certain thing. We have some bills to finish pay that she didn't pay and this and that and.
But you handle that. You know what I mean? You deal with that situation.
Of course, but you know really them time and and I no lost my everything. So I bad like crap.
A question I want to ask you put it into this same situation, right? What can you say that you will always hold on to that Jesus Solani leave you with?
That drive to never give up. Everybody couldn't be sure. Gosh, man, when you see Giselle train, or you in the atmosphere, or Giselle's space, preparing for a fight and thing, it's really amazing. And one thing I love about Giselle, when it comes to me, she never allowed no one to felt like they were above me then.
Right.
The little things she would do used to stand out to me. You could have been who? I remember one time we on the promenade in Port of Spain, and the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago called Giselle Solange for a meeting.
What's the Prime Minister then?
Patrick Manning, the Honorable.
Yeah, we have
Only dead people.
That's that. And I see Giselle blank. That man, for me.
Serious?
Yes.
She blank him like.
Blank him like, no, I can't come. Eh. Again, I'm not here to make nothing up. A lot of people will talk all kind of talk. And I will keep, I ain't against it. I will watch what they're saying and just pay no mind to it. Because everybody free to talk.
Lucky.
But for the people who know the real truth and thing,
I consider everything about you more than exclusive right now.
I gain your facts.
When I see you reach out to TeamViza TV, I was like, Phantom. I said, nah, Jemba, we gave my hands all the time, everything, and because we are Jemba here, your brother and I.
Big up to the Fed Duck. Fed Duck, big up yourself, Fed Duck.
And something I will expose tonight for the first time. The first time Jemba came into the interview, and we did the interview. It was successful.
Right.
You know me? Playing big interviewer thing, first time. You know the interview go and delete, but
So you never get to post it?
I'll call him back, boy, to do a fresh interview. I am now. He said, Roy, I like your vision. I like your aim. I will come back and do it.
Yeah.
See, that's it. So, in other words, if it wasn't for that, he wasn't coming back.
Right.
But the first one was so good, I tell you. It was good, exclusivity, I tell you, though.
Engineer, let's make sure you don't lose this one, engineer.
Nah, we losing this one. Lucky, coming up the road. I was going to boom with your one thing, but nah, that's too early. Ask you a question earlier and put it into just Landy and Tema if you was in the accident.
Right.
Lucky, I can recall it being an accident.
I've been in several accidents. I've been in 3 head-on accidents.
It was a certain accident that stand out.
Which one?
With the fracture of your hand.
Yeah. I wouldn't consider the one to stand out. The chopping would have been the standing out one for me.
Why we should they? Why we should they? Yeah.
Alright.
I we should they? Yeah. Walk with me.
I rush in the back.
Yeah, walk with me. Walk with me.
Okay,
Walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me.
You steady wheel, I go follow.
Right. Walk with me. So with the accident now, put it into the fracture of your hand or your arm, whatever the case is. Take us through this whole journey with accident.
Well, I have real stories in the way. So I'll see how best I can compile it to be short as possible and still give you all the details. With this accident, I had a lot of down times in my life, and this was one of the down times where I was at a point where I just didn't know what to do. Opportunity presented itself where my cousin had a Matrix vehicle, was just there in the yard. She wasn't really driving it, and she was like, "Cuz I feel I could take this car, give me 150 a day for 18 months, and you can keep the car after that. The car is yours." She gave me the vehicle. Not everybody was pleased with her giving me the vehicle. And on the 4th day of having this vehicle, I ended up in an accident, a very serious accident on Rosilla, in Rosilla. Right, this is just as you're coming up the hill, approaching the church, that little corner there, that little blind corner I have. So that car parked up at the side of the road, and I was overtaking the car. And this maxi was coming. And the guy But he disclosed to me that his phone fell on the ground and he was looking for it, so he didn't really see me coming.
Maxima?
Maxima.
Yeah.
But of course he didn't tell the police this.
So he driving and searching for a phone?
Searching, driving, then just picking up belly. He see me phone, but he just driving and probably in that moment when he bent down to pick up the phone is the moment when I now looking to overtake. And when he back to focus, it's too late now. You know? And it had a lot that play on my mind where that accident is concerned. But I really don't want to go into it.
Right.
But just to give you a quick idea of what I'm talking about, I'm not sure. I keep playing on my mind. I don't believe that my hand was out of the car. Honestly speaking. I don't believe that my hand was out of the car. I believe my hand was in the car.
In the car.
Right? But long story short, we end up colliding. It wasn't to say head on. It was a hit and box.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So when he hit, I end up right off the road in a drain, and he went flying down a whole ditch, right? But I now wake up, that was my first trip on that morning. I had passengers in my car, I had Miss Rona Payne in my car, DJ Biggie Moms, right? Who was in my vehicle. I had a policewoman in my vehicle from Chinese village, and 2 other passengers, right? The car off the road, I'm just there, and I was like, everybody just shocked, you know, it's accident, right? Everybody okay? This time I not aware what going on, Just, you know, everybody okay thing. Everybody trying to come out the car, everybody door opening. My door ain't opening. Because when things happen, it's probably the moment one time, it doesn't like your adrenaline pumping, you know, you could still be active, you're talking, you're thinking. It's only when I bend down my head and realize it's because my hand in pieces. When it wasn't there for me. When I couldn't do nothing, I just had to bawl because when I watch, I see in my bone, exposed bone all on my lap, bone all over
My hand?
from my hand. Yeah. You know, and that was real dread for me.
Is it? You ever?
No, I'm telling you, I don't know what is your time frame.
No, we have a conversation, we're speaking.
Right. Because I'm telling you.
For the time frame.
Right.
What I'm saying is that you ever think or believe that God put you through certain situations for you to pay attention?
Of course I know. Not think or believe, I know.
Because even though the accident that you've been in with your bone on your arm and out the door, wherever it is, this is the same hand you hold your microphone.
Yeah. Well, my hand can't straighten, it can't move, it can't twist, it can't nothing. It's in the permanent position to hold a mic.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's in the position for it to be phantom.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, in other words, you believe God was talking to you. Lucky, you wasn't lucky in. Back then.
Tell you that.
Back then. What make you choose the same lucky in the first place?
I thought I was lucky.
What make you choose this name?
What you going on? It's just phases, you know. I am a lucky guy. Because through all these things that some people would consider, he was bad lucky. But when I work for $2,500 an hour today, how that can be bad luck?
Really? Let me put the ECD cake. Let's speak about this encounter where you had the intruders.
The intruders.
The intruders. We're speaking about the ones who came in the apartment, right?
Right.
And had you going through the window.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, moving away from...
Car accident.
No. You lost in your good friend.
Right.
Car accident,
Right.
which you say was many.
Right.
Because I could recall for a fact that there was an accident in Destiny or Vancouver or something.
So
after this accident, right?
yeah. That's the one where the car keep flipping.
How much accident there really was in Lucky?
Plenty, man.
Plenty.
Yeah, it's accident boss.
So the intruder situation we're going to speak about now, that was before the accident on them or after the accident?
But this was after this was before all the accidents.
Okay.
This was a wear white morning.
So even before the whole Giselle and DC too?
Nah, that was the same year Giselle died.
Oh, same year. So Giselle life first. The intruder situation.
Came down in November.
Then the accident and the come off. Alright, take us to the intruder situation.
I home in my place sleeping. I was living on Marshall Street, that is next to the cemetery.
What Ella used to spell the name Lucky? A capital or a common?
Doesn't matter how I feel the right to be.
Nah, that's a big difference. I feel they use a common.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know, but it was a wear white morning. That was the show where Bump and Danny Boy used to keep the B&E promotions. Rest in peace to Danny Boy. You know, a very important person who lived in the library community and did a lot for the library community. So may his soul rest in peace as well. You know, I was home sleeping with my girlfriend at the time. We was both asleep, and while sleeping, a voice spoke to me and was like, "Get up." This ain't no joke. I was in my sleep, and a voice literally spoke to me and tell me, "Hey, get up." And I just get up. When I get up, I see two men standing in my room, right? Mask on, and at the same time, just a little minute after, my girlfriend get up. You know, she started to scream. One of the guys ran and hold she mouth from screaming and telling she, "Oh, shh, shh, shh." And the next guy just started to chop like he going mad on me. Chop like
you?
Yeah, chop like rain. Real chop. And at that time now, you know, I am all screaming at that time, you know, trying to call out to the neighbors and alarm the neighbors and Carly, this one, that one.
You call her name, Carly. Which Carly is that?
My neighbor, Carly is my neighbor. Rest in peace to Carly Simmons and all to it. Everybody I calling them dead and gone, so he's on. You know, but rest in peace to Carly Simmons, you know.
You know
Yes.
Carly?
Yeah, that's my neighbor. That's my neighbor. Me never started pelt chop. And they're going mad. Them time I sleeping on a board bed, you know them bed and them you had to run your board on them. And sometimes your board is deteriorate and sometimes your board is fall long.
Yeah.
And you gotta raise up the mattress and raise back up your board
Yeah,
and
fix the board and
back and
right. Yeah, look.
and you ain't want no space, be bigger than that space, so you're trying to follow the board on them evenly.
Yeah.
That is the kind of mattress I was sleeping on that the kind of bed on them board bed. And the moving about and the twisting and turning by all the board them drop. And I end up in the bed itself. And the man is pelting chop. Whap, whap, whap. And boy that bleeding penetrating my skin at all, no matter how much the man chopping me.
But the pen is in your skin.
And the blade wasn't cutting my skin. But at least I thought so. Remember this blade hitting me all over my body.
And you just breaks it.
And it's breaks and chop. Like I going mad.
Right.
But I don't chop on my hand. So when the run off goes in them back, I mean I see neighbors here they in my place run off. I get up and I look at the jump through my window, but when I look at the jump through my window I realize my foot hanging in two pieces. I just holding on to skin.
Listen. Before, you wasn't feeling each other basically, right?
Yeah. Back you up and walk. And I look at the jump through the window now, so I walk on the same foot what was slicing. Yeah, I walk on it. I'm telling you, adrenaline when things now happen. You can still do things.
Right.
The fright, you understand? It's only when you now realize what it really is Because when I realize I'm going to jump and there's my foot swinging, so like I swing.
Your body just shut down.
My muscle down, I can move, I can move again. Because that when the reality hit you there. I can't jump, you must jump. Jump on a foot with no bone, the bone, everything cut clean.
But why are you walking, man?
Huh?
But why are you walking today?
You really ask me that?
No, well, if it is, remember you said the bone cut off, it's
Yeah,
swinging
telling you, my
bone
propeller tree, the bone, everything cut clean.
Your bone don't grow back?
Huh?
Bone doesn't grow back?
Is there anything impossible for God? You see? I can't talk.
Why are you walking today after this incident? Give all praise to the Most High.
Most High.
All praise.
Most High.
So we deal with it as individuals on a human level, which is a small entity from God.
Right.
Why are you walking today?
What do you mean?
You say your foot swinging and after your foot chop, like basically.
Foot chop, propeller tree, bone, everything was.
So they put like steel and that kind of thing.
Whole foot is steel along by the area where the chop is. Steel. Just hold it together. And I'm not a doctor. I don't know how these things work, but they have a lot of steel in there, men back certain things, and I do believe, and as an outsider, there is nothing God can't do. You understand? There is nothing He can't do. The word can't don't exist when it comes to the Most High. So, there are people that died and passed, and God bring them back alive. So it ain't taking nothing to men a bone that was cut to become whole again. You dig? So there's nothing He can't do. So I can't explain. Doctors may not have the ability to explain. But you literally see it.
Right.
What He can do.
So you consider yourself being
Lucky.
Don't gain him way before that. But you still consider yourself being lucky.
What I want to ask,
Yeah, go ahead.
at that time,
Go ahead.
at that time, you lost a lot of blood, right? All I want to find out, did you faint away and lost consciousness, or you was up all the time?
I was up all the time. For this particular accident, I was up all the time. For the car accident, yeah, for the chop, I was up all the time. The just had a white vest tied to just hold the foot together. Now, let everybody viewing this interview, you don't want to believe me. I'm not here to impress nobody or to come here with a story that is sounding unrealistic, like it's not real. You understand? The Most High myself know that this is real. The people who were there, who were tying my foot together, know that this is real. Right? Because I did a previous interview and so ironic, people were saying, this man is looking for some kind of attention and fame. I live in Abbey, but I just never happened.
No.
And then he can't be living Abbey all his life.
No. These, yo, I just know I'm working. And these things that I know for a fact that actually happen, my boy. You understand what I'm saying? But moving away from the part of lucky being UN lucky or BAD lucky, let's speak about some of your accomplishment. So, we take a different corner now. Talking about lucky. Phantom. Forget lucky.
Right.
Lucky was back then, right? Phantom energy god. Why you call yourself Phantom in the first place? From lucky to Phantom, why?
When I came about the name Phantom, I had a plan. And the plan was very simple. You know what is a phantom?
Sure that.
Do you know what is a phantom? Or what people consider to be the phantom?
Sure that terminology.
Well, let me hear you that.
Alright, you're walking the road late in the night, they say a foot on this side and a foot on that side. A tall man, if you walk between your legs, he crush you. I like that.
That is not my
I don't know.
terminology. But the Phantom was there's many movies pertaining to the Phantom. Right? Phantom was also a cartoon character, just like where you have Spider-Man and you have Batman, yeah, the Phantom. And the Phantom is a character back then who used to protect the people out in Africa. You understand? You always have this little mask and goggles and if you do your research you'll see.
That cartoon is what?
Yeah, that's a cartoon, but the movie version is the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
Phantom is like a ghost. So when I decided, well, I really gonna take this mic and thing serious, I went with the name Phantom because I actually had a concept to be a ghost. So my whole plan was to be Phantom and you would never know who is the Phantom.
I don't understand.
So my plan was to have a mask and be great, mashing up fet after fet after fet with a mask. So you never know who is this person behind the mask. It's obvious there would have been close people to me who know who's the real Phantom.
Oh.
But it would have been a joy to keep the secret.
That would not last, that would not last.
You feel so?
No, it would not last. It would not last.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but based on what I realize now,
If it would not last,
it would have been a bomb.
it would have been a bomb.
It would have more than last.
The whole concept behind it, right? Okay, you're going to play with a DJ, you have a mask,
Right.
you're fully clothed,
Right.
so you can't see no what I mean, right? And then I'll be like, who is he? He's the Phantom,
Right.
right?
I don't ever take off my mask once I in certain places.
Right.
Right.
You really didn't feel it when I come out.
Listen.
In the first week.
Nah, I will tell you why. Just for the fact that you know who is the real Phantom, listen. Just because you know who is the real Phantom, and having people here having discussions with you about Phantom, and you're like, who's this man? But nobody don't know who's this man, and you know. You would have feel a particular way to be different from everybody else. Just the fact that you know, because he's my cousin, or you is my brother.
That's what I'm saying. But you cannot take away the fact that we live in Trinidad.
Yeah, but again,
People don't hold secrets in Trinidad.
Again, listen what I'm saying again. We to debate this right now is like spinning up in mud.
True.
I would only tell you what I believe.
Right.
And you would tell me what you believe. I believe if I did stick to my goal from the beginning,
Right.
it would have been magnificent. Because you would have so much fans who want to pull off my mask, who want to wait for me by the party.
Yeah.
You coming to that? I want to pull off, I want to see who is that man.
Right.
You understand?
But even see her walking with all the masks and then telling herself, nah, there's not he.
No, but I would not do that because if I walk in with all the masks and then any mask say that no what clothes I have on.
No, man, you change your room, I want to change up and
I will not go through that, and I just always be in my mask. So once I'm in a performance stage and I interview on radio, and I always have my mask.
the whole fact is, I believe you would also have a loyal team behind.
Yes.
A
People
loyal
who
team.
know how to keep that secret.
Because
But
the first fallout you and anybody have in your organization, they'll go and tell, oh, go be trained.
but even though if it is revealed, it's still okay. It's still okay.
Why it's still okay? Everybody gonna know who is the Phantom.
But everybody knows who's the Phantom today.
Yeah, but yeah, but they know who's the Phantom today, but they never saw you as you start off as you mentioned.
Well, the truth is we didn't start off with that because somebody tried to kill my dream with the idea of having the mask. You know, there was like, boy, too much of people are masked.
Somebody close with?
Yeah, we have understanding, you know what I mean?
Don't mention nobody.
Yeah.
There's fight me with that. Even though where to it,
Nah.
but you know what I mean?
Hey,
Phantom.
it wasn't easy becoming Phantom, man.
I want to go to shoot this year later. and I'm in the streets, this is where there's comedy punches on them. On a scale 1 to 10, how you consider yourself being an MC or a DJ? From either where you come from.
10. 10 being the highest, right?
Yeah, 1 to 10, yeah.
10.
I'd be there, I'm say 100. So I know.
You see, Biggie big. You understand? And Biggie have big dreams and he's a man focused about where he want to be. So saying 100 is the right energy you need to sell itself.
Right.
So he going at it 100%.
So you was a DJ working on Boom Champions 94.1, right? Do you believe in yourself that this is the big stage that you reach?
Boom?
Yeah.
No, I would just say is another accomplishment. I know what it is.
Gotcha.
Not a big, it's just another accomplishment.
If brothers so call for our work, would you leave one with a red 96.7?
No, why?
Why? Accident? Why? I do an accident? Why?
No. You've been there before.
You worked there before?
No, we've been there before.
You mean you've been there before? I don't understand.
The opportunity presents itself already.
So you cancel it?
No, I cancel it. I don't make decisions by myself. The Father has lead me.
Alright. Between Boom and 94.1, who's the bigger radio station? More the airwaves, the more listeners. No, we going to the streets. That's why we going to the streets.
Of course, if we go into the streets, it would always lean the way I work,
Which is Boom.
which is Boom. But I also would be realistic with the situation. Boom locked the east-west corridor. Boom is not as popular in south. And if people listen radio and really aware radio, they would know this. Red 96.7 is very popular in this south at Trinidad and Tobago.
Feel so right?
Yeah, I know so. And why I tell you I know so is because before being on radio, I used to do my homework.
Right.
So, if you go in any taxi, most taxis, and you're traveling right through, because before I had vehicles, I used to travel.
You're asking
Right.
me that general question?
No, I'm general question. If a person who travels a lot, different taxis, you ain't gonna get the same driver every day unless it's a personal driver.
Right.
You would realize that most taxis have their radio on red from south side.
Okay.
Right? And even if you ask, if you do a general consensus, you would understand now Boom Champions is the #1 urban radio station based on however they just do the evaluation. Right? But me, before being on radio, I always known Red 96.7 to govern south. And I always known Boom 94 to govern the east-west corridor. You understand? So all that Rima, all Maloney, all these areas is Boom all the way.
Alright, Boom all the way.
Boom all the way.
Boom all the way.
Yeah.
As I say, I go to the streets. This with the questions going to get really deep.
Any
That's what I
questions,
say.
man?
Working at Boom, are you there for a check? Price range, in a sense, like if it is really nice. Yeah, at Boom, 5,000 a month, I just saying.
Right.
You know your figure. Red color, Phantom you'll get 10.
Right.
Would you stay Boom or you go red?
And my decision wouldn't be based on money. It would be based on what can I do for my brand at Red. Because at the end of the day, money is not everything. Is what, if I'm making a switch to a different station, what can it do for me? What can it do for my brand? You understand? Because sometimes you can make a switch and down your progress. Even though the money might be more. You down your progress. You're getting less bookings, you're getting less recognition. You understand? So money is not everything. If I'm making a decision like that, I have to weigh my options. You understand? What is better on the other side? What makes the grass green on the other side?
How about the brand that you're representing on Boom right now? What about if it is you go to Red and they get...
Is a Red man?
You get 6 more accomplishments.
Is a Red man?
What's my color scheme? I just saying something.
Like Red 96.
No, this is what I'm saying. You go on the other side of the grass and they get 6 more accomplishments. Means to say you get opportunity where you can be the ambassador for 6 more.
But I can never know that, you know.
Unless you try.
Because I'm not on the other side and I intend to try.
Oh, you didn't try?
No, I
So
intend
it's
to
boom
try.
all the way.
It's not just boom all the way. I explained before, I don't make decisions by myself when you ask me about being the counselor. I don't make decisions by myself.
Right.
If I have to transform and move from boom, I will get the visions I need. You understand? The Lord will let me know that it's time to move on. And once that is the case, if I have no hesitation, the money can be smaller. I will still move on.
So you go home after that TV interview series. Lord speak to you. Lucky. Go boom from next red from next week. Will you go?
Of course.
You will go.
Of course.
That's what make it clear. As I mentioned, you put the Lord first. In the first place, what make you apply
Yes,
to
now,
work?
before the next question. Again, I need people to understand this.
Make it clear.
Everybody entitled to live their life how they want to. Some people go through certain challenges, certain ups and downs, and it brings clarity to their decision making. My experiences has made me to understand that I can't do nothing without God, without the Most High. And He has been showing me when He wants me to do something that He wants me to do.
Right.
So, nobody can chain me up or offer me something or feel money could buy me, money can't buy me. I tell you, the money could be less. And once I know, that is what the Most High wants me to do, because I will know. I will know.
Yeah, that's self-conscious.
Yes, I will know. I will know. And I'm telling you that based on real things. I will know. And the money can be small, it can be no money at all.
Okay, I come and tell you.
Come.
No more gloves.
On the gloves. I train under the best Jesus and there we go.
What's saying now? What make you decide to even work at Boom Champions in the first place?
I didn't decide to work at Boom Champions.
So you're the best.
Mosai. I've been trying to be on radio because at the end of the day, being a DJ, it's every DJ dream. And let me not talk like that for every DJ, because maybe there are DJs who don't even care to work on radio. But I believe becoming a DJ, wanting to play in fets, the next move should be radio.
Right.
Because it's to make yourself more
marketable,
more commercial, right. You know what I mean?
Right. So I'm going back now to where I had DJ Shutters in, and they said naked without saying they don't care to work on the radio.
Like you see, so that is exactly what I now said it too.
I'm going back now to Biggie now, where Biggie say that he prefer travel the world.
Right.
That he will consider that being the big stage.
Right.
You can ask him if it is, do we consider working on the radio station being the big stage of the DJ? He said that the big stage for you is when you take and playing like boss.
Right.
So you know your big stage is the radio station. Basically.
No, that is not my big stage.
So you see what they just made. It's general, but that was personal.
In terms of the next move from after playing and now becoming a DJ playing in fets, the next move should be radio.
You said that should be every DJ dream.
And then I correct myself.
Right.
And I said maybe it's not every DJ dream.
Right.
Because for me it's growth. For me is different stages of unlocking doors.
Right.
So if you was nobody, then you decide to be a DJ, and you trying to make a name for yourself, and now you're trying to enter fets and play in fets, and you're making a name for yourself. To be more marketable, to be more commercial, the next step's supposed to be radio. If it's not radio, then what is?
Right.
Because how these other people who in England and Germany and these places is going to even know about you? Maybe you have a nice marketing plan on social media that could work. But all I know is through radio, the works becomes more easy.
More easy. So what is your biggest stage as a DJ? What is your biggest stage as a DJ? Alright, I reached this stage here, I reached where I wanted to always go.
Well, for me, it wouldn't be a stage, it would just be like my biggest goal as a DJ. My biggest goal would be to conquer all the goals that I set out and then to own my own radio station. To give other upcoming DJs an opportunity that they think they can't get.
So that is your biggest goal?
Biggest goal.
Radio station.
To own a radio station.
To own a radio station.
After I retire from being a DJ. To give young DJs the opportunity that they think they can get.
Yo,
because
to make this question more tough, you could own a radio station.
Right.
Right? And they can give the same DJs the opportunity to become something.
Right.
Right? It's all about financial business.
Right.
It don't have stages to this. It don't have stages to this.
Yeah, but I think I missed my little bit. So let me explain again. I'm going back down. For me, it's setting goals and unlocking different doors. So I never wanted to be no mic man. I never wake up one morning and say, I'm gonna be a mic man. It never happened like that. Right? There's a friend of mine who decided, listen, why you spending money to have these CD makings and things done by other people? You have the voice for it too. And that's how I started even trying to be a mic man. Right? At that stage, I tried one or two things and I was this bad. People say, hey, who's that who's this clown?
Yeah, the fight is making it.
You know, they just bring me down, make me feel as though, hey, they even try. But the difference is, I had no love for this, you know. Nothing at all.
Was a rapper? Rapper?
Right? But I had no love for this. No, nothing to do with my kin.
Right.
It was never a thought, never once in my life it was a thought to be a MC. Or I want to best be a DJ.
I believe if it is a gap to be an actor, I mean like on a serious note, right? Like to be an actor like Denzel and them, you could be a great actor. Here's the reason why.
Right.
You just pay all in it.
Right. But let me share this now. And it's only now. Now I can make sense to everything I'm telling you, but I don't want to get in that sequence.
No.
I want to, I want to give it in a sequence of when I didn't know what I know now. Because if I knew back then what I know now, then the conversation would have been different. But what I know now, what I unlocked recently, what I am aware of now, back then I didn't know that it was God aligning me to a path to unlock my true purpose, to unlock my gift. I didn't know that. I know that now.
Right.
So, when I'm relating stuff to you, I want to relate it to the point where I didn't understand. Because why? There are youths looking at this, there are grown folks looking at this interview right now who haven't yet unlocked their dream. So I am not going to come across like, you know, I did know it all back then, because I didn't know it all back then. Everything I align it now. I understand what is happening in my life now. But I need to have the conversation, converse with you the way back then without having the knowledge. So the ones who is looking on to this interview right now and don't have the knowledge can align themselves.
Oh.
No.
No. See people NOW. No. I challenge you on then. I know it.
Right. So that's how I have to answer it. Answer
because as I mentioned earlier on, I know you're then.
Right.
To now. So I swing my blows from then to now, mix up however it goes.
Right. So
Lucky. Coming from library breed plenty DJs.
Right.
Right? Do you consider yourself being the best DJ coming out of the library?
Nah.
Who is the best?
That's no.
Listen. Love for the no sentence. Do you consider yourself being the best DJ in the library? If yes, why? If not, why?
Listen. Sometimes it's not what you say, but it's how you say it.
Right. I correct myself.
No, this is what I said. I don't let my ego get the best of me. But at the end of the day, people can't dispute facts. And facts will relate if people do the homework. If you're speaking about library, I think as a DJ, I have achieved the most as a DJ.
Right.
I have achieved the most as a library DJ?
If you're wrong, I can stop you.
Of course if I'm wrong.
I can stop you.
Of course I can stop me.
I can't stop you.
So I might sit here and be like, yeah, it's the best. And even though it might be the truth, just that level of selling your ego to the high heights could offend people, you know. Because some people just can't handle the truth. So we can find other ways to give them the truth and not let your ego get the better half of you, you know what I mean?
I feel I'm moving a special filer. Phantom.
Yes, I.
Even though you say you accomplish more than DJs, library, TeamViza TV asking you tonight, do you think that you was the best DJ that ever came out of library? Presently. Forget back then, you would know.
Would you separate DJ and MC?
I could.
Because I would like to separate that.
I could.
Cause
Okay, I'm the best MC that come out of library.
Come out of library.
Yeah.
Well, again.
As the she just said, the best argument boss.
Yeah, can you find that? Yes. Yes.
Facts.
I can answer that off the bat, yes.
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 Now you limited it to the library, eh? But I will exceed that limitation. I definitely would put myself in the top 3 announcers in the country. Argumentative.
What number you count yourself? From 1 to 3?
Anyway in 1 to 3. The number don't matter for me because being first, being third, being second, nobody get more money than nobody. So at the end of the day, I leave that to my fans, I leave that to the people who view it. There are people who would say Phantom is the best. There are people who class me as a legend.
Right.
And I am like, what? So these are things for the people to decide. You understand? I know my worth. And I know how much I have grown from being a DJ who people say, you never work up down. You're a Gaza man. You scream too much.
Where's no?
You can't be on the radio.
Where's no?
Listen, everything that people tell me I couldn't do,
Where's no?
I have done it.
Uptown.
Every single thing
Yeah.
that thus far, every single thing that people told me that I couldn't do, I have done it. Because anytime I have a conversation with somebody and they use the word can't, you cannot, I take it as a challenge.
So DJs in the district of Southwestern, as the MP said, the Southwestern Peninsula, as he mentioned, right? So it's a wise king I go in here with, right? DJs who probably go look at this interview and hear saying what he's saying. Who think who he is? If you look at the camera, send a message to let them know in the region that you in the first 3. What will this message be? Like, take all the time, you know what I mean?
Man, that would be
No, they ain't saying the words what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but it's the concept now. Like, yo.
Again, it's like this. If me and you are applying for a job, right? But you believe you're a better welder than me. You believe that. You have that self-confidence that I am better than he. I should get this work before he any day. You understand? Whether or not, if you may really be the better welder, practically,
Yeah.
my certs may be 10 times better than yours.
Facts.
So the company will obviously give me the first preference, even though you may be the better welder.
Right.
So, to these people who may be viewing and thinking, well, but he can't talk so. I better than he. Or I decide that. All I would ask is, okay,
I want to ask you a question.
what you have to show for it?
I want to lean back and answer this question. I'll be real with you, right?
Right.
Between Phantom and some station being here, what does call them who looking for
The DJ.
The DJ. and Skymax, who's the better category?
Listen,
Funny place get quiet with this question.
listen, get quiet. Because I was going to ask you something
Forget the accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
We being
You
talent
want,
for
you
talent.
want to ask me who is a better DJ between Song Station and Skymax? That's what you want to ask me.
And MC between Phantom and Vibes. That one I want to ask you. Forget accomplishment.
Listen,
Talent for talent.
everybody unique in their own way. And again, if you would ask me who is the better MC or DJ, I will do it again on accomplishments.
Why accomplishment?
Because that is what matters. What you have to show for your success.
Forget that.
No,
Talent for talent.
no, listen. This is not game. Talent for talent, people will go back and forth forever.
No, not me and you.
No.
I mean you and the individuals are
Right,
speaking
so
out.
this is what I'm saying.
You must know if you are more
No,
talent than you, if
nah,
you are more talent than
nah.
me.
Listen what I'm saying again.
Uh-huh.
How much footballers you are aware of? Super talented
Right.
and reach nowhere. And you can pinpoint footballers who reach somewhere, but you know this person will reach nowhere better than that person talent for talent.
Plenty.
Right, but it wouldn't matter.
Right.
Because what this talented person have to show faith, sitting down on the block and smoking weed,
Don't drift my question.
I'm not drifting your
No,
question.
I'm asking you as an individual, right? Asking you as an individual. Phantom, the
Right.
energy god, right?
Right.
Who working on boom 94.1,
Right.
right? Between yourself
Right.
and Vibes as an MC,
Mhm.
who you consider being the best, your DJ, Song Station, and Keston Skymax Solomon, who you consider being the best?
Firstly, that answer is very, very easy.
That's what I'm saying. For the
Because-
accomplishment.
Well, listen, because,
What talent for talent.
listen.
Uh-huh.
I always will believe in myself before anybody else. That is simple. No, that is simple.
Right.
And I will always believe in my DJ before anybody else. Because if he wasn't to the caliber of close to being the best or the best, I would never have him as my DJ.
Right.
Right? Because I always aim for high things.
For high thing.
But I also find that question to be very inappropriate. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Can I ask you a question on your show?
Of course.
Do you think there's a better MC than Phantom in sound? And
No.
you have the ability to speak freely.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to get competition.
Do you think there's a better MC than Phantom in sound?
Personally, no.
Right.
No, none.
So that makes my question easy.
So asking you again,
Right.
between yourself and Vibes from Skymax family, do you think you're the better MC than Vibes?
Again, I answered already for you.
No.
I did.
No.
You're looking for yes or no?
Is that
answer?
yes or no? Is that yes or no?
But,
Is that yes or no?
no, this is what I'm saying, my brother.
To me,
Right.
he's the best MC in South.
Right.
That's my opinion. But I suppose to asking you the question.
Right.
You think between you and Vibes from Skymax songs, do you consider yourself being the better MC between yourself and Mad Vibes? I'm asking. And do you consider your DJ, Song Station, and Keston Skymax Solomon being better? I asked you the question.
Again, I answer your question.
Bobbing and weaving, man.
I'm not
Anyhow,
bubbling and weaving
but
it.
anyhow,
I'm not bubbling and weaving it, but
but anyhow,
listen,
as I
listen,
mentioned, this
let's
could be an
go.
ongoing conversation, right?
No, listen. I want people to understand this. I am not a person who afraid to speak about anything. Get that clear? But words have a way that people can interpret the wrong message by what is being said. Now I am answering your question, but you want a direct answer. And from my level of understanding and my professionalism, a direct answer is not really needed here. Because here why, listen. Vibes is a talented MC. very talented. He have one of the most unique voices in Trinidad and Tobago as an MC.
He better than you?
Come on, you know, say for yourself that you don't think nobody is better than me, so.
It's my opinion.
And
It's
my opinion personally.
It's my opinion.
Right, and my
Right.
opinion personally will
Right.
always be, I always want to be the best, so I will always strive to be the best. So even if I tell myself that I am the best, it may not have to be the truth, but I will tell myself
the
that.
best compared to my advice?
I will always tell myself that.
Okay, so he's the best.
I will always tell myself that not just be the best.
Yeah.
I will always strive and aim to be the best
Be the
at what
best.
I do.
How will you do?
But self-praise,
It's no
in
praise.
what?
No praise.
So at the end of the day,
Yeah, but don't self-praise.
It's
Don't
not-
self-praise because I asked the question.
no, listen.
Okay, between Royal Casa and KFC,
Right.
which one is the best chicken?
Again,
Uh-huh.
that is something I can't answer directly. If you ask me which one I prefer, I
Between
can tell you.
between hard wine
Mhm.
and
Magnum.
Echo's homemade wine.
Or Magnum.
Echo's homemade wine.
Right.
Which one is the best wine?
Again, I prefer hard wine. Hard wine is the best for me.
I like to tell You're good. But you know, as I mentioned, it's a ongoing story, right? So, let me forget that part, right? As we mentioned, let's speak about your deal with Angostura. How does the whole deal come about with Angostura? Now that you're the ambassador for Korea's hard wine. I want to open about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, man. Pop thing that you here for, man. Because you see my glass there, no, and I don't play with my hard wine.
Give us the story behind this whole ambassador story, this whole hard wine.
It was a long time in the making. I've been working with Angostura for about 4 to 5 years now. You know, just doing promotions and having them sponsoring my events. And the more that I keep working is the more I keep developing a better relationship with the people there. And this is one of my goals that I have given myself. That hey, I need to be a brand ambassador for a company that matters or a brand that matters, you know? And there have been many times pulling and tugging. We've been back and forth about we've been back and forth about this opportunity happening with Angostura. You know, every time the opportunity presents itself, something comes and happens to just delay it. But again, God timing is the best timing. You could want something today, you could want something next week, and if God says now your time for that, you could do what you want, you're not gonna get it. You agree?
Yeah, facts.
So it just boils down to there's no other perfect timing more than God timing. So after 4 years, 5 years having this dream of being a brand ambassador for Angostura, it finally presents itself, and I'm finally here and proud to say that I am the brand ambassador for Korea's hard wine, best wine in the world.
Being the ambassador for Korea's hard wine, right? What if you just get a good look at the bottles, right? What is Phantom portfolio? Because the way you say is the ambassador for Korea's hard wine.
Right.
And some people might feel alright, cool. People be just getting paid to just drink hard wine. You know, like what's your portfolio?
It's more than that. I have commitments that I need to meet on a monthly basis.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, one hand don't clap. You know, I have a duty.
You wish to share some of your duties that you have?
Not necessarily.
Right.
Because it's beyond that now.
Right.
You know, but there are things that I have to do pertaining to the brand.
Okay.
And if I don't meet those requirements, then
Is that form of marketing?
of course now so for any DJ who's looking at this right now and have the dream of becoming a brand ambassador, you need to understand that even though you get you to be a brand ambassador for a product or a company, it comes with requirements. There are certain things that you need to do in order to live up to the expectations of being a brand ambassador.
Right.
And if you are not doing the things that you're supposed to do, then it makes no sense they have you as the brand ambassador for their brand. So I be the brand ambassador for Hardwine. There are things that I need to do, maybe on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis. You know, requirements that I need to meet, and I have to ensure that I meet these requirements, and in the right appropriate time, be disciplined towards everything that I have to do for the brand. You know, and most importantly, sell the brand.
Sell it. Okay.
You know?
That's how we're coming from. So, would you consider somebody to be on the same path that Phantom on right now? I mean consider. Okay, now repeat so. Would you recommend somebody as a DJ, upcoming DJ, to be on the path that you on right now?
I think every DJ should have a path, but not necessarily my path that I am transitioning to.
That's right.
You know, not necessarily my path that I am transitioning to. Every DJ supposed to set goals,
Right.
have dreams, know where they want to be in a year time, know where they want to be in 5 years time. Every DJ should have short-term and long-term goals.
Right.
You know? So, for the DJs that may be trying to walk the path that I took, or probably trying to go down.
This boy, Phantom.
Right.
This boy, Phantom. Don't do that. Don't do that. But anyhow, quiet. I go swing at you just now.
Yeah, for the DJs that channeling down the path that I took, I can give advice to these people. You understand?
This statement we're making it,
Yeah.
does it come from a place where you think or believe is the best?
No, it comes from a general. It's a general statement I'm making because, alright, listen.
Okay, other words,
Right.
you must generalize. Do you think that any other DJ beside yourself could say the same thing that you saying here right now?
Of course.
Name one.
Because they
Name
are-
one. Name one. In Library area, South area. I talk about Trinidad, you got about South here. This is the debate about South.
in library or
South. Library come back to point 40. You know we circle.
DJ or MC?
DJ, MC, everything.
Every DJ and MC. Let's see what I see here right now.
Nah.
Let me tell you why. I can explain.
Go ahead.
Alright. Every DJ or MC in library or South on the whole would always be telling themselves something.
That one.
That's not. Whether they now start or whether they been doing it a while.
Right.
Forget their accomplishments.
Which is
Anything. Which is playing in a party. Which is
what can they tell yourself?
No,
They'll
forget
be the
themselves.
best.
That's not.
They'll be the best. Now you can't ask me the movie now.
No.
Let's get to the point now.
I want to be real. I want to make sure that we're on the same path.
We're the same
Right?
pattern.
No. I want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Are you speaking about DJs being able to talk to other DJs?
Can we read this here?
Of course, it can be real with man.
I find them speaking from a place where you know you're more established, you more have accomplishment more than other DJs. So you know, it come like, alright, I the big daddy in the game. This way it is. You understand what I'm saying?
That is what I'm giving you. But that is where you gain from me.
Yeah, that'll get from me. Yeah.
Then that is not what I'm trying to give to you.
So asking a certain questions
right.
now to level it then. To see where mine really is now. If you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. And it keep breaking me right.
No. I listen what I'm saying, my brother. You may be taking it as a bricks. It's not that. You see in life, you grow to understand certain things. So, your parents would have brought you up a certain way and telling you right from wrong. And you would be accustomed to that.
Right.
Right? And you may now leave your parents' house and move on to something else. And maybe encounter a situation where what they were telling me wasn't right.
Right.
So, I'm going to give you a little example. Growing up, what is one thing we parents always tell us from small coming up?
Plenty things, though. I can't really pinpoint.
The main thing is this. Go to school and get your education.
Right.
Because your education is very important. And out there hard. And this and that. You play don't want to go and study your work and do your homework and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, facts.
Facts, right?
Yeah.
How much people you know went to school, get education, have a PhD, have a bachelor degree, and they don't have a job today?
And they don't have a job today.
Don't have a job today. They went to school, get all passes, distinctions, ones, blah, blah, blah. Further than that,
And they have a job today.
they don't have a job today. You know anybody like that?
Me.
Right. Perfect example. So then how education can be the most important thing?
So what is the most important thing?
Your dream is the most important thing. Your dream dwarfs your education. Now, I'm not speaking about a person who wants to be a doctor or a lawyer. Because if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, then you, of course, you have to go to school and study to become that. But a doctor and lawyer is not everybody's dream. Some people dream or gift is just to do hair. Some people dream and gift is just to fry chicken. Some people dream and gift is just to fix cars. That is what they were sent here to do. That is the purpose God brought you on this earth to do.
Right.
So you can try to do anything else. It will not work for you.
Until you come back to
What you really were supposed to do. And that is the difference between understanding your true purpose.
yeah. You mentioned that to Mrs. earlier before the we even start.
You see, having a passion for something
Right. Passion is
different
what it is, yeah.
from understanding your true purpose and your gift.
Right.
If you're doing something, imagine you're working in the bank, and every morning you wake up to go to work. Oh God, I really have to go to work today. That is not what you're supposed to be doing, my brother.
Right.
When you pursuing your true purpose and your passion, you will do that with ease, with love.
So that come like I set up TeamViza TV for interview
Right,
for Phantom today.
right.
You know? Because I'm anxious. I ain't getting the oh God no. Oh. You know what I mean?
You have to unlock your dream. Now, once you're doing something to the best of your ability with the least amount of effort, you ain't forcing to do it. You ain't fake doing it.
Right. That's how it is.
That's what you're supposed to do.
So I feel that's supposed to be doing it.
Once you feel you're supposed to be doing this, my brother,
I mean so.
because you're studying Phantom.
Phantom.
That's now, you're studying Phantom.
No, I ain't studying Phantom yesterday.
No, just now.
Right.
You now mention Phantom.
Right. As an example,
If this is your true purpose, you will see faces like, in the future, Marshall Montano on TeamViza TV.
Right.
You will even see
The voice.
not his voice,
No.
the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago on TeamViza TV.
President.
The President. You have to unlock your gift and understand your true purpose. Why you were placed on this earth. Because we all have a purpose. So, when you hear me answer your questions, my brother, it's not to divert from this answering it directly. Because I know it's direct answers you would like to
Phantom,
have.
at the end of the day, in my mind, he was a rapper.
Right.
So we know about diverting, we know about interviews, we know about everything. Forget that part.
Now, if you really ask me certain questions that I think deserve a straight out answer, I would answer.
Right.
But as long as I feel as though I can answer the same question you're asking me in a way where I don't have to offend nobody, because To be honest with you, we're being real, right? Is nothing that I can answer straight up. But throughout my progress in life, I understand that certain things, though, just deserve a yes or no.
Right. So, where the negative part of everything, right? Myself, even yourself and all too. You know what I mean? Have you ever had an encounter with this concern?
A lot. But every negativity that I encounter or I bounce up along my journey, I find a way to turn it into a positive. So as I say, anybody tell me no, anybody tell me I can't, anybody tell me it can't, it will never happen, I use it as a target, as a fuel to just prove a point, not to them but to myself. There's no limit to my success. So there's nothing you tell me I cannot do. Nothing. So for right now, if you want to throw out something that you think I can't do, I will challenge you. No, we can't put a time limit to this. We can't put 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, 2 months. But I'm telling you, once you throw something out to me, and I know I could do it, I will take up the challenge right here.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay. Going back to your catalog of your hip hop, your rap days, right? Who's some of the MCs that you look up to back then and so forth, so forth?
Rappers?
Yeah, rappers. I want to make it clear to certain people who be viewing that because people say Phantom come in to ask certain questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Back then, Chromatics, Gazi Gates, the entire Sovereignty family, Mike Wise, even members.
And like internationally.
Internationally, T.I., Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Fabulous, just to name a few. A rapper that I really look up to, may God rest his soul, is Freddie Godson. Familiar with that rapper?
That local?
Nah.
The 50 beat up? Yeah.
Nah, you need to check him out. Freddie Godson, let's check him out.
Okay. Alright. Holding yourself responsible for playing in a party, do you ever consider that as your responsibility as a DJ? Like for instance, this song with Dexter Raps bring out. I love that song.
Which one?
Call Me If for someone to
Right.
You see MC, so you hyping the crowd. Ladies, if you know your man call me if
right.
Do you consider holding yourself responsible as DJ? The MC matter. Like telling the crowd certain things and for a fact you go play with the mental and they go run with it and you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's the power of holding a mic in your hand and having influence on individuals.
Right. So
for instance, there's a young lady who might come to a party and really want to behave herself because she boyfriend or she husband give her the opportunity to come out and lime and party. And she really coming with the intention to just have fun and not do anything to disrespect she relationship or she marriage. But I have the ability to get in that young lady's mind and make her do something that she didn't come to do.
Right.
You understand? Especially under the influence of alcohol.
So you hold yourself responsible?
So, yes. So, at the end of the day, I will do things not knowing what it will cause in the after effect. But it's my job and my duty to entertain. You understand? So, I would make a woman patch she private part. You understand? Why not she best friend? Why in a man's face? I have done all these things.
Right.
Not knowing or not taking into account what effect it could have when she reached back home. So, I would not hold myself responsible for the fact that she might end up in problems back home because she have a mind of her own. But it just goes to show the power what we MCs have.
Right.
The level of influence that we have over the people at this party. So, take that bottle of rum. And I want to see you take a headshot, no chaser. And there are people who would take the bottle of rum and hit the headshot, no chaser. Not even thinking, but this man gonna make me get drunk. And I have to drive.
Right.
Think about what I'm saying, In the moment, I wouldn't study that this person had to drive.
Right.
And then this said person might crash on the highway going on the
How
road.
would you feel about that, knowing that you was the last DJ?
I might even know that it's the same person who I tell take the headshot.
If you happen to
The
know,
crash.
if you happen to know,
Huh?
if you happen to know.
If I happen to know that this person was drunk and crashed or whatever, I must feel a how. But at the end of the day, this is what it all boils down to. I am being paid to entertain. If I don't entertain, then you would feel as a promoter that I'm not doing my job.
So you see, look into the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Send a message to upcoming MCs, you know, be careful of the things that you say, like put it like party. What message would you send? You should ask that, right? Because
Right.
I can pull a video here now.
Right,
You understand what I'm saying? Man?
right,
Let's just ask that question now.
Right.
Because I can pull a video here, you know.
right,
And listen to this watching this video here,
Right.
it had a big influence on the crowd.
right,
Right? So let me say after you and DJ Jeremy was playing in this party here,
right.
someone had also travel home or drive home, wherever,
Right.
get an accident, don't use the last DJ you playing. How would you feel about yourself? Because sending a message here, it can ask us for your brains or break it down for you now.
No, it didn't mess with my mental, you know. Because, alright, listen.
Well, watch your video, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You don't want it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what video is that.
Okay.
No, I don't want you to feel as though I'm being technical for everything. The truth is, I'm not being technical for
But you are.
No.
You're discussing arguments here, but you are.
Right.
So,
So,
you take off every single
right. So listen to this. If I'm in a affair
Uh-huh.
and you have a bottle of punching and I tell you, hey, I don't want to see you take that punching with no chaser. Headshot,
Right.
headshot,
Right.
headshot, headshot,
Right.
and I start to pump you up.
Yeah.
You take the headshot. But imagine I'm in his said party and I say, see this bottle of grandma's on here? I want to see you take this and take a headshot.
Oh,
Headshot. Listen to me.
God, don't do that, don't do
No,
that.
you
Don't
see?
don't
You
use
see?
it. Don't use it reference as grammar zone.
No.
Grammar zone don't sell any part.
No,
Let me
listen what
forget
I'm
that.
saying. Listen what I'm
No.
saying.
I will never buy that. I will
You
never
can't buy that.
buy that.
Because why? Here, no, you say you can't buy it. But I know what I'm trying to tell you. Listen what I'm saying, right?
I understand.
I can put it in a bottle. I can put it in a bottle.
No, I understand the concept and the argument.
So what I will tell
Bring
the
to the table.
partiers, is at the end of the day to be aware. You understand?
You know
Of
what
the
great
things that they
professor
do.
said?
Well,
The only state don't need permission to enter the human mind is music.
right.
Right? So you being on stage with a DJ, you hold a very serious
Right.
responsibility.
Right.
Because that's how we say here now,
Right.
Amazon, wherever.
Yes.
With a responsibility.
I agree.
So I asking you now.
The responsibility I hold after being booked from a promoter is to entertain.
Right.
That's what I'm being paid to do.
Right. So I ask you,
Mm.
if you were looking to the camera,
Right.
forget what it is you just do.
Right.
To send a message to the young upcoming MCs about entertaining the crowd.
I can tell them.
Would you tell them?
No, I will tell them, always entertain the crowd to the best of your ability. Because that is what you are being paid to do. This is how you are going to get further bookings.
Somebody want you
There
sign
are
for them.
there are some promoters who be in a crowd and based on your performance is what is going to make them make the decision to say, I want that individual at my party. So you always have to be your best. You always have to be on 100. You can be 75, you can be 90. You can want to enter a party and be like, I mean, going out tonight because we only have 5 people here. But if 5 people in that party can be 5 promoters, 5 big promoters.
Forget the promoters. The whole thing, everything.
No, about that.
Okay. Forget the promoters.
Right.
Okay, come on, say harder.
Come on.
Forget the promoters.
Right.
Right? You're at a party on a stage, you for that 300 pictures.
Right,
Right?
right.
The last message you go send it after to do a favor. You send a positive message.
I always send positive messages to the crowd.
Phantom, I could pull more videos to say, yeah, Phantom.
Listen again.
Phantom, I could pull more videos to say, yeah.
And-
Don't tell me nothing about the
right,
crowd
so
and
listen.
the promoter and
So listen
and
again.
thing.
So listen again.
Uh-huh.
You could pull videos there where you would interpret as not being positive. and I will also pull videos. We will ensure that you entitle and make it say Phantom, yeah, this is a positive message.
Yeah, that different videos. But the videos I could pull, it could be negative.
No, because the videos you will be able to pull is the videos that I will put out to get more bookings. That's how I sell myself.
That is what I said.
Right.
So do you hold yourself be responsible if somebody is to follow Phantom or to look up Phantom, and then now the negative that they put on it to get them for their bookings, somebody decide, here we're going I will follow Phantom based on that because we play now.
I can't hold myself responsible.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, I am not the person that is responsible for that person's mind and mindset.
Yeah, but you was the role model.
Listen again. There are so many different role models that play different roles.
Right.
How much people you see acting, right? And jumping off. I using myself as an example.
Always going to
No, I using myself as an example. I saw Van Damme do something already. A man was holding Van Damme's foot, and Van Damme flipped in the air and kicked the guy with the other foot that the man wasn't holding.
Right.
I'm being real with you. That stayed in my mind until I tried it. You know what happened to me? I break my hand.
Right.
Listen what I'm saying again. I break my hand. I'm being real. From the time the man hold my foot, I was like, now is the perfect time
To try Van Damme style.
to do what Van Damme did. And I break my hand.
Right.
After I break my hand, you know what I understand?
Yes.
I will never ever do something that Van Damme did.
Okay, so everything is to prevent youths now
Right.
from you prevent them from breaking the hand.
Right.
Would you do that?
Of course. Bro, listen. I have a duty. I have a purpose. My purpose and my duty is to always keep, if you want to say youths, focus. It's also separate myself from entertaining a crowd. When I'm in a crowd and I'm facing thousands of people, I cannot tell who is there. I am here to entertain.
I like. According to Jemba, the fitness doctor was it. Hey, you're ready. You're intelligent. You're going on. I want to keep it longer. If you do a part 2, you go to a part 2.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But as I mentioned earlier, there's a certain game that is played with artists, DJs come on set now.
Right.
Right? Well, we do some lyrics there here, and they will tell me who you believe sing this song.
Right.
And they say, if I was Ludacris, T.I., Lil Wayne, right? I'm running 24s. Yes, that's true talk. I live my life in Trinidad. Why this in New York? No games, real kicks when I touch that switch. My rims spell Ashanti and I love that bitch. Are you familiar with these words?
There is somebody from Reckless Voice.
Right. Are you familiar with it? Are you familiar with it?
Like who in particular?
Yeah.
It's been so long where I can't pinpoint who actually. One thing I'm more it's either Slim or BM.
Slim or BMG?
Yeah.
Alright. I can boss you about tonight.
You sure?
This why not read out here is what you write for me.
Yes.
You know that?
Yeah, that's
You write this for me.
right.
Yeah. Then we was going to the castle in Shogunas.
Yeah.
And they was to perform the original song
Right.
and the remix.
Right.
Right? And I was on the remix.
Yeah.
Right? But I was getting writer's block now. You know what I mean? And it was like, nah, IPW, think. And write this song. And they actually teach me this verse now.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I could say it or say it here now. Man.
Nobody else, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
No respect to that.
you do good things for IPW back then.
Give that.
You right for this verse?
And it's your life is right. Now
That's right.
IPW, Iroy,
Right.
doing different names, is doing good things for me though. Because it's out your platform, I couldn't be here.
Right.
So you see how life is just like a cycle.
Yeah. I'll never forget them rhymes you write for me. It's upstairs in Troublesome Gallery, my bedroom. And I was preparing for the car show, and he was like, yo, this is remix here. I already have a verse. I said, nah, lucky, but I get pressure with the writer's block, boy. Don't worry. Calm yourself. And they're friggin' wherever. And You teach me in the bedroom while we was there. And going up in the maxi now, you're still schooling, man.
Yeah.
You say, alright, when you get in mind, I'm riding 24s. The whole crowd will say, yep, that's true talk. I live my life in Trinidad by this in New York. You understand what I'm saying? So that's something I can never forget and forever humble and
Thanks for that, man.
appreciate
Of
it now.
respect.
You know what I mean? Because I could have done look like a fool up there. So if it wasn't for you, you know what I mean? Phantom, the energy god. This is close. Love our TeamViza TVW series part 1 with you as concerned. So, I'll get the opportunity to look into the camera and send a positive message to the youths and them out there who try and forget negative vibes.
Well, it's very simple. Only youths out there, even the adults, the grown folks, even the elderly. You understand? You guys have to be able to stay focused, stay positive. Remember, think positive and positive things will happen. Right? It's never too late for you to achieve your goals and understand your true purpose in life. So despite what the people around you may say, despite what the people may try to bring you down in life, you need to rise to the occasion and understand that as long as you have life, anything is possible with the help from the Most High. Right, brothers?
I love how
This is how I feel. Yo, call him.
I have something real big coming up right now. We talk that show. I have something big coming up. I'm telling you about the TV show I'm gonna start.
No,
See there.
I'm marketing it.
Right.
I don't mention why the public.
I'm telling you what, man.
Wherever.
Everybody that tried to have an interview with me, it is too much. That is why I actually doing a documentary right now about my whole life.
Right.
It's too much. How long we on the setting?
2 hours plus.
You see?
Yeah, I love that.
If I tell you how much things we talk about right now,
Almost make 3 hours.
yeah.
I already cut off.